You already know who it is on the mic. Your boy Retro. About to destroy these Spyro kids once again. You know how I roll, I'm a fucking beast. You already know it.
This is a Lion Prime Beat production.
What everyone's concluded is Spyro players are stupid. For years you play this game for babies, you'll probably still be playing in your 80s. I mean, come on, do you ever get fucking bored? Keep acting like idiots, I'll slice you with my fucking sword. Your group of Spyro fags never disagrees. It's a pure circle jerk, cause you're always down on your knees. I already exposed you once and that was with pure ease. Not to mention your group spreads like a fucking disease. Oi, Tyzera, I heard you were good at COD in your era. Turns out the game takes no skill now, fat boy, get back on your treadmill. Your videos are fucking shit. You're a disgrace of a Brit, and what I'm saying is completely legit. Now get that knife in your neck and slit. It's time for you to finally submit. Get out of here, you silly prick. Stop sucking Spyro's dick. If I'm gonna be blunt, you're a close-minded cunt.
Alright, welcome to episode 5 of the Talk Show, lads. Today, we've got my co-host, Ikkatosh23, and our guest, the host of the most popular speedrun talk show, currently, Speedrun Drama. We've got Retro. Retro, introduce yourself.
Hello, it's your boy Retro here. I need no further introduction.
No further introduction, you heard the man. Ikkatosh, introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Mika. How's it going,
Yeah,
man?
it's Ikkatosh, and me, the number one entertainer. So first, as you can tell by the stream, we're talking about rails. Now, I've heard a lot of things about Ski Crazy Teddy lately. Now, Retro, when you see Ski Crazy Teddy, what is your first thought?
I mean, you know, let's say I'm just trying to have a nice day in a Twitch stream that I enjoy, and suddenly Ski Craze Teddy comes along. I just don't feel comfortable in the chat anymore, seeing him. You know, knowing the amount of shit that he's caused over the years, it's unbelievable. I can't, and you know, you never know when he's going to erupt. That's the thing about Ski Craze Teddy. You never know when he's going to erupt. 1 minute he can be speaking just normally, just fine. The next minute he can go absolutely insane, and his true psychopathic side can take over. And that's why I don't feel comfortable with, you know, seeing that IRL in a chat room.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there. Ikkatosh, what do you think about
He's got a point. It's like sometimes like on the rare occasion he's okay and he seems like standard, but then yeah, he does kind of erupt or he starts rambling on a tangent and it's like, oh god, what did I do? Why did I start this? And it's he's like, he can be very difficult to just chill with. It's like, please, I just want to leave because you're making me really uncomfortable and this is like stupid. And he just spurges about random junk.
that? Yeah, you are right there. And back to Retro, he has threatened, I think, 2 of your friends. He threatened Cyberdemon and Colin. How I would say that?
Well, he's threatened Colin mainly, and yeah, it was you know, to that much of an extent that Games Done Quick banned him from the marathon. And in fact, even after that, he's actually threatened, saying to Colin that he's going to show up at the event despite his ban. And I really think that just emphasizes how much of a psychopath he is, and how insane he is, and how deluded he is, quite frankly. You know, he's in the fantasy world. Not much more can be said about it.
Yeah, nothing more to be said about that whole topic of Ski Crazy Teddy. We got someone else to talk about. Oh, lately, in the Discord, in the Spyro one, the non-official one, I hear you've had some beef with Dusteel.
Right.
Can we talk about this? Like, what caused it?
Well, you know, I haven't spoke or had any form of interaction with Dusteel for a while, but recently I went into a Joshua S6's chat on Twitch, and I was just speaking to him normally, and suddenly Dusteel, who was in the call with him, he suddenly starts, you know, spurging out, going insane and getting hostile at me for no reason. So I started to defend myself, and he pretty much got destroyed. And after that, I've lost all respect for the man. You know, he's very annoying. He's very hostile for no reason. And when I see him in a chat, I'm just not happy about it. He's straight RL, and he's not much better than Ski Crazy Teddy, to be honest. I don't see what business does he have talking shit to a legend like me out of the blue and thinking that he's in the right. You know, he claims me to be the immature one and stuff, yet he's the one going around causing friction for no reason. I
Yeah,
couldn't believe it when that happened.
when I was in the Discord, it just seemed like every time you were around, he'd be just quiet, and I don't understand why, because you were doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it seems that as soon as he sees me, he rolls up into his little cocoon. You know, he rolls up into his ball for some reason, and I don't know what I've done
Yeah,
that's so bad to him.
you got a point.
Now,
Mm.
Ikkatosh, I know you've got no problem with Dusty. What do you think of the situation?
I don't really know. I wouldn't call him Irel as such because he's not really like he's like a good speedrunner and like generally people respect him and generally if you have a lot of people respecting you, you're not really that Irel. But he is very hostile and often very blunt, and then that can come across as like a bit dickish, like
Yeah,
Retro's
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So Retro does have some very valid points, but I still wouldn't call him just pure Irel because he's like, you know, people do respect him and that, and he's pretty good at video games and shit. So.
I mean, he's
I don't know. That's
hostile,
my
and
opinion.
then obviously when he's being hostile to someone, then surely you can expect them to defend themselves and talk shit back. But apparently he doesn't want people to do that, and he starts calling them immature and stuff if you start talking back to him, which is just
Yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, if he's gonna shit talk you, then he's got to expect people to retaliate.
Yeah, I've got to agree with that actually. Like,
Nickname.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Alright, this is part 2 then. So now we're going to talk about Joshua S6.
Oh god.
Now, he doesn't like you either, actually. What is this?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure exactly what he's got against me. I haven't really done anything bad to him personally, but I think a very long time ago, my current Twitch account, as you know, is Zero Retro, and about 1.5 years ago, I had a channel called Retro Gamer 777. That Twitch account was created in 2011, but it got banned. And way back in then days, I did do a bit of a troll in Joshua's stream when he was doing a blind Spyro 120% race with some people. And, I ended up getting banned from his chat. So I think that maybe from then on, he's always had something against me. He's kept that bit of a grudge against me after that moment. And, with a lot of with the recent events in the Spyro community, recently a lot of people have been talking shit about me and making up stuff about me, which they think is true, but really the evidence is against them. And obviously, Joshua has heard about these rumors going around about me, which are untrue, but he's heard the rumors and he's got bias against me. So surely, he's gonna agree with him and he's gonna dislike me even further. So he's being very passive aggressive towards me. Really, that's really one issue I have with him. If he's got a problem with me, just say it directly to my face, and we'll have a debate about it or a discussion about it. He's very passive aggressive. He likes to talk shit to me, but at the same time, he wants to avoid any form of confrontation.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Would you also say that he's kind of a follower, like he just believes what he's told?
I
Speaking
don't.
to me.
If you want,
Yeah, and either you.
Oh,
I don't
I
like.
thought you were speaking to Ikkatosh then.
If you want my opinion, I feel he's kind of in the same position as Dust. Is that he just doesn't really want to get involved. He's like he sees that he could get involved and like he could defend himself or whatever, but he just doesn't really like care that much. And he's kind of, he is a fairly quiet guy and he's just chilling. He just does his own thing, and he's also really good at video games. But he is, yeah, he does have like I feel slightly biased opinions on against Retro and all that. I'm saying like what you're saying, Retro, is very true. I feel how he feels against you, but I don't feel that he's more of like he just stays quiet just because he's the same position as Dust. He doesn't want to get into things. He just doesn't really care about getting into it, but he still like express like if he sees you around, he might make a slight comment or something, or if it's brought up when he's in a call, he might say something little, but
Yeah, exactly.
nothing
That's
more than
all.
that.
That's what he does all the time, and that's what I dislike about him. I mean, that's my main issue with him. Really, if he's gonna have these issues with me, and if he's gonna talk a bit of shit about me, then he should just say it to my face, and we'll speak about it. Instead
Yeah.
of being a pussy that he is right now.
Well,
No.
I don't know.
If I'm gonna be frank with you, he's being a pussy.
I don't feel he's scared of confrontation. He just doesn't really care for it. He just wouldn't see any. It would just
Wow.
kind of be a waste of his time. Maybe he feels.
Debatable. Well, if he feels that it's going to be a waste of his time and he doesn't want any form of confrontation, then he shouldn't go around talking shit to me, as far as I'm concerned.
You got a point.
Alright, that was an interesting topic. Now to our last person, we've got Lennon Plays. Now, I've had issues with Lennon Plays in the past, so I can relate to some of these. Like, he banned me for what I was told was no reason, but now I'm unbanned and we've spoke about it, so I don't really have much opinion on the topic. But Retro, I think he had some hatred for you for some reason.
I mean, I also don't have that much of an opinion on the topic, considering I really don't know that much about Lennon Players. But from my experience with him, he has came across as you know, a bit of an arsehole, really. I mean, Lennon Plays, he's kind of like Joshua S6. You know, Joshua S6, if he's got bias against me. He's friends with all these Spyro and Crash people that dislike me for other reasons. So whenever they make a claim about me, he's going to be on their side. And it's the same thing with Lennon Plays already. You know, recently I made my my Spyro diss track, and he was straight onto the YouTube comment section talking shit about it. It was clearly a joke. It's clearly just meant to be funny, and he's just talking mad shit. And I had a bigger, you know, debate with him in the comments with about 10 or 15 replies of us just going back and forth. And really, the claims that he was making is ridiculous. And the claims that he was making, it clearly shows that he knows nothing about me. And the only things that he knows about me is rumors, bullshit rumors that he's been told from other members of the community, you know, and he's taken that as fact without questioning it.
I can agree with that slightly, I guess. Yeah. Well, I've got no reason to disagree with it. Now this one's to Ikkatosh. Have you had an experience with Lennon in the past?
I honestly haven't talked to the bloke a lot. We're on alright terms. When we do talk, it's generally good. He doesn't have beef with me. I don't have too much beef with him. I kind of I don't know. He kind of has that thing where he switches between personalities depending where he is. Like sometimes he tries to act like a real white knight, but then other times he's just like a bit of a memer and a shitter, and he kind of, you know, jumps on the bandwagon. But then yeah, sometimes he just goes like full Nazi on his chats. He's like, oh, no shit talking and none of this. But then yeah, other times he's like okay with it or rolls with it. Or he just switches between like these two things as if he's like in certain scenarios he's trying to impress people and show that he's, you know, like a mature speedrunner and he deserves to be respected. But then that's not really him. It just feels like he's kind of trying too hard. Like as you said, thing about the comment section and banning all the people from his chat and all that, like. He just flips between the two, and it's just causing him problems, and like people to get confused as to who he is and viewing him as a bad person when he might not necessarily be. Like he's just causing trouble for himself by switching between personalities and all that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, if I'm going to summarize him, I would say he's just your average British twat, really. You know, little, you know, British teenager twat. Nothing really special about him. We have a lot of him around here, and he's not much different to a lot of the other people that I've came across within my personal life. You know,
yeah, that's
not much more to be said.
Understandable, yeah. And this will be the last question of the episode. Which one of the people that we've mentioned today has had a problem with you with the least reasoning?
With the least reasoning,
yeah,
probably. So we've had Ski Crazy. Ferrian. Don't know what the fuck's going on there. Something happened with my Discord.
Yeah.
Ski Crazy Teddy, Ferrian, and Lennon Plays. It's
and
hard
Dust.
to say. Oh yeah, and Dust. Right. It's hard to say. Probably maybe Lennon Plays because, like I said, Lennon Plays was one of them guys that's just kind of a straight bandwagoner. You know, he doesn't really know anything about me. I've never really had much confrontation with him or anything, or very much communication with him. Yet he vehemently is against me just because of the rumors that he's heard from other people, which are generally untrue and not backed up by evidence. So therefore, I'd say probably Lennon Plays is the guy that has the least reason to hate me, since I've never even really done anything to him at all.
Alright, yeah, I can understand that. So that will be the end of episode 5. It's been a good talk today. We've had your boy Retro.